Hey, what's up, y'all? It's popping this D-Boss Rex to the biz. A little controversial. This says, I'm convinced that a lot of y'all men don't like women. Y'all like little girls. I was just talking about this in that video, Celebrity Scandals we all forgot about how a lot of powerful men, they tend to go after really young women. Sometimes even little girls who are in their teens. It's very sick. It's a thing. But in this TikTok comp, they're saying that, oh, this is just a thing that's going on. Not even just with powerful men. So yeah, let's see what they got to say. It's some men who speak in this video as well. Let's watch.
I'm fully convinced that a lot of y'all men don't like women. Y'all like little girls. Y'all walk around talking about, it's just I just have preferences.
For little girls?
Talking about no saggy skin, no cellulite, no stretch marks. Titties need to be all the way up here. Okay, titties tiny and up here. No hair on your body at all. And she needs to be small, cute little voice. Yeah, what you're describing is a prepubescent girl. A child.
Sick.
The problem is y'all don't like women. Y'all like children, and it's weird as hell. I'm fully convinced that a lot of y'all men don't like women. Y'all like little girls. Y'all walk around talking.
She dropping nothing but facts in that video. Actually, the older I get, the more that I see that it's way more grown-ass men and little girls than I ever could have imagined. It's one dude who is super predator. I'm going to tag him in the comments. He got videos on his page. His exact words. And I quote, older women are jealous of 14 and 15-year-old girls because they shape like goddesses. Unquote.
He white?
It started with people like Kevin Samuels calling 30-year-old women old. And they talk about 18-year-old girls when they 50, 60 years old enough to be her grandfather. You fucking sick. And that's male privilege. That's patriarchy. Men get to say pedophilic shit like that in the open. And like I say, his video's still up. But I call out a dude who literally laying on his back, scratching and screaming in a parking garage with skates on. Make it make sense.
The problem is y'all don't like women. Y'all like children, and it's weird as hell.
So this is my trigger warning. Pedophilia is a direct product of patriarchy. So please watch that whole video. It's great. She's basically talking about how beauty standards for women, mainstream beauty standards, tend to revolve around youthfulness. So women have to be young looking, thin, skinny, demure, taking up less space. And this is because patriarchy is about the power that men hold over women. And when an adult woman is seen as childlike, ignorant, all of that, this gives power to the man, such as the power that an adult has over a child. This is why some older men, not all, only date women that are much younger than them. But the power dynamics from patriarchy relate to the prevalence of pedophilia. Bell Hooks discusses how patriarchy relates to pedophilia in her book, The Will to Change.
I'm fully convinced that a lot of y'all men don't like women. Y'all like little girls.
Ooh, can we be honest about the fact that 17, 18, 16, because the age of consent is 16 in some states, people like 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old girls,
you start to get old,
young women.
22.
If a man 15, 20, 25 years older than you wants to be with you, it's not because he sees your soul, okay? Perfect example of this is Mr. Leonardo DiCaprio. This man is 46. He has never in his life dated somebody who was younger than the age of 25. This amazing Twitter user made a graph of all the women he's dated in his life. Here's
Leo, no.
His age as it goes up over his life. These are the ages of the women he's dated, capping off at 25 when he was in his 40s and late 30s.
I'm fully convinced that a lot of y'all men don't like women. Y'all like little girls.
No, I'm going to add to this too, because I think that this person is absolutely fucking correct. They do tend to want prepubescent bodies. And when they do want curvy bodies, they want curvy bodies that they see in like the Kardashians and other people who go get body altering surgery. And this is not to shit on anybody getting plastic surgery, because that is your body, that is your money, you do you, boo. But when you are growing curves by yourself, like naturally, you get stretch marks. And I have literally fucked around with males in the past who told me that they liked how curvy I was, but hated that I have stretch marks. Like, bitch, how are you gonna want the thickness, but then feel disgusted by the stretch marks? Like, the stretch marks are proof from my body that I grew these curves. It doesn't make sense. Y'all are disgusting and baffling.
I'm fully convinced that a lot of y'all men don't like women. Y'all like little girls.
Yeah,
absolutely, and not just for the physicality differences. It's also because the younger that we are, the easier we are to control and manipulate. Plus, men like to be revered for basically doing fucking nothing. And the older we get, the less fucking tolerant we get of their bullshit. They want us to look up to them with those doe eyes full of admiration. And here's the thing, men. Many of us would love to fucking revere and admire you. We would love to submit to a quality leader. But y'all have been leading for a real long time, and you're driving us into the fucking ground. So you can't be trusted anymore. No reverence for you. Quit making us mother you so we can remain our fucking playful selves.
Grow up and show up. I'm fully convinced that a lot of y'all men don't like women. Y'all like little girls.
If you have not watched this girl's whole video, go watch it. But I just want to reiterate exactly what she's saying. Men are fucking creeps. They're fucking weird. Every man I've ever talked to or been in a relationship with has always told me, I don't need makeup, I don't need the lashes, I don't need it, whatever, I'm pretty without it. I know I'm pretty without it. But you know what they really want to say? Is that I look younger without it. I don't look like a bad bitch, I look innocent. And I've had multiple men.
Very deep. I hear this all the time, and it's like, nigga, first off, mind your business. I'm gonna wear what the fuck I want to wear. It's not for you. And some men have a hard time wrapping their heads around that. Not everything that women do is to get your attention. It's just not. I'm not wearing makeup for you. I'm not wearing lashes for you. If you don't like it, oh well. And what really kills me, it's like, nigga, when you met me, I had these fucking lashes on. These lashes was fluttering when you met me. I had on a full face of makeup. I was beat when you met me. So, apparently that attracted you. But then we get together and it's like, I really like when you don't wear makeup. Like, you have such nice skin. Like, sir. But that makes a lot of sense what she's saying.
Multiple men.
Because I've definitely heard I look younger without makeup as well. So it's like, are you trying to give me a compliment or are you being a weirdo?
And tell me I look innocent. That's their reasoning. Excuse me? My ex literally told me that I looked innocent without all of that, and he preferred me that way. Then when we broke up, he started talking to a 17-year-old.
Ew.
A 17-year-old. Tried defending himself by saying that she's almost 18. I'm almost 24 years old, and I would not dream of talking to a 17-year-old. It's not a preference. You're fucking gross.
I'm fully convinced that a lot of y'all men don't like women. Y'all like little girls.
So, story time. When I used to work at the club as a dancer, one of my clients decided that he wanted to book me for a dance. So we were in the dance, and we were like 20 minutes in. He said to me, and this was like, maybe he was like...
He wants you to act like a little girl?
60s, 70s. Said to me, you know, you remind me so much
my
of my granddaughter.
Ew.
Sir, I am not clothed. And I remind you of who? And that was not the only time I was told that. Or asked if I was actually over 18. Get together.
Sick. This is really fucking sad. And obviously it's not all men. Some of these women did come across like, you know, they were saying like all men are like this, and clearly that's not the case. Some men are normal. Not all men are predators and sick like this, but there are a good amount, okay? So they are obviously speaking about the men who are this way. And I've personally seen so many comments, like on Instagram, YouTube, of men saying shit that support exactly what they're saying. So it is a thing for sure. Men are attracted to beauty and youthfulness. That's why plastic surgery is a thing. That's why women are always trying to get Botox and fillers and facelifts and shit to try to remain young. You don't see men doing the same things that women have to do to try to preserve their youthfulness, and that is because that is a thing in our society where men are drawn to younger women who have tighter skin and they look youthful and innocent. Like, it's just weird. It's fucking weird. And hearing about Leonardo DiCaprio, that's unfortunate. But I'm glad he's not dating any, you know, teenagers. well, it did say 18, but from the chart, it looks like he haven't dated anyone who's 18 since he's been like in his 20s, which still is kind of weird. If you in your mid-20s dating an 18, you're weird. I don't care what nobody say. Like, what do you have in common with a fucking teenager in your mid-20s? That's still too old, in my personal opinion. But, you know, I'm glad that he's not going too far off the deep end. But it is still weird if he is fucking pushing 50 and he's dating 20-year-olds. Like, that's weird. That's weird as fuck. Like, but am I surprised? No. Not surprised at all. Very sick. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.